Gee, we're back.
Yo.
How are you?
Good.
You need this one real close.
Yeah. All right.
maybe
I'm like, what are we doing?
What
Are we
are you doing?
talking to the Zoom or the?
No, so Gus is
Oh,
going to
that's
call
Zoom.
in a second. But we just had a big afternoon. So if you're following along from home, you probably just watched an episode with us wearing the same thing because we were chatting a couple hours ago, and then we went.
It's the same day, David.
It is the same day, so it's a double whammy for you. But we're about to jump on a call with Gus, and we thought it'd be a great opportunity for you to jump on the call too and see what's up. How are you?
Oh,
Here he
he's
is.
calling already.
There he is.
All right, we're going to cross live to Gus Belbonton
We are in one second.
in 3, 2.
Hey, I can't
Hey.
see you, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wait a second.
All right. Thrilling from home.
Thrilling moment.
All right, gang. We'll see you in here in 3, 2, 1. Mate, how are you?
G'day.
Hey,
Hi, Dean. Yo.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, okay. I've just ventured out into the world for a few supplies and dropping a few things, and it's kind of eerie and weird, and you get such confusing messages from. It's like a continuous instance of cognitive dissonance, right?
Yeah.
Where your brain is computing senses and knowledge and information, and none of it kind of quite fits and makes sense, So you see people walking around as if nothing's happening, with the babies, with the prams, with other people chatting, a hug here and there I've seen.
Yeah.
And here I am with wipes in my hands, wiping down the steering wheel, going, oh my God, the stuff that I read this morning tells me that I should do that. And so it's and then it's like, it drives even just, not arguments, but, tense discussions between even my wife and I about what is she approaching and how I'm approaching it. And, and am I over the top? Is she over the top? Sorry, underestimate, overestimate. And it's not as if any of us have the answer, but I don't know. So, like this afternoon, a friend of ours came with her kids to the front door to invite the kids for ice cream. And my grandparents, my parents, the kids' grandparents, screamed out, shut the door. Because he's like, holy shit, no. Like, no contact. And I think they respond like that because they're 73 and 74. I mean, if I was 73 and 74, fuck, maybe I would too, right? So it's like, shit. How do we? Anyway, so that's, how's it going? Hello, everyone.
Yeah, there he is.
I mean, everyone is the same, right? I mean, we're all the same.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We just had the same thing. Geordie and I went and grabbed a coffee, and a friend of mine's managing a cafe up the road, and she just went to give me a big hug and then went to give you a handshake.
Didn't take it,
And
mate.
he didn't take it. He rejected it. Elbow. But yeah, it's strange
It's so awkward.
default, and
It's a real puzzle, right? And we were talking that the fascinating concept of how perhaps quasi dictatorships play a slightly safer role in this. Like a China or a Singapore, or a Brunei, maybe it's safer than a democracy because if the person at the top makes the right decision of locking everything down, done. It's sorted, right?
Presume that's the right decision.
Correct. I mean, that's a risk always of dictatorship, right?
Yeah.
The top makes the wrong decision and he doesn't have any advice. But I was talking to a friend that lives in Singapore. That's what we were just talking about before. And equally, I was talking to somebody else about more liberal, capitalist kind of driven economies versus more socialist ones, where Argentina now has a government which is very socialist. I mean, borderline. I mean, gosh, I shouldn't get into discussions of arguments on political stuff, but socialist to the point of almost socialist / dictatorship, a little bit like Venezuela to a certain degree. Some people are saying, or it could get there or not. But what happens when governments like that are in charge? The lower parts of the society, I guess the poorest people, are aligned with governments because they kind of support it, and therefore social unrest is less expected, right? That if you had a capitalist, really liberal government in place, where the bottom parts of the economies or the societies are not very well cared for, and therefore there's a higher chance of social unrest. Yeah. So you're kind of safer in places that are more socially. So, I mean, I don't know the answer. I guess I'm just posing the puzzles of even that, how that plays out. It's just fascinating. Fascinating.
Man, it's weird because, like you said at the start, like nobody knows how to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then you've got, it's almost like a disadvantage if you're reading all the knowledge, because then you're even further like morally confused. So then the people that are probably less anxious or feeling totally fine about it and just going about their kind of lives are feeling better with information, contributing potentially to a problem. Yeah. But then are we contributing to a problem because we're reading more about it and we're really scared? And man, hey, a bit of a question we had for each other before. No, G, you had something then.
Oh, I was just going to say I had to stop myself getting angry at somebody's comment the other day where it was more like the distance. I was kind of like, where have you been? How do you not understand that this is a big deal? And I found myself actually getting angry.
Yeah.
But internally.
Yeah.
I kept it. I was like, wow, why am I getting so angry? Because it was this sort of, it's just all a big drama, and why are we calling it COVID-19 now? That's a new thing. I'm like, no, it's not. And then I was like, whoa, okay, am I living in this whole other bubble, which clearly I am, or we are, because we're probably consuming the same kind of information than that person. But I guess the point I wanted to bring up was like I started feeling angry at the other person for not being across as much as we are, or I am.
Yeah, well, or me with a friend. Why did you come to see me with your kids? Don't. And it's like, and then I'm catching myself going, actually, lovely, thank you, awesome, but no, thank you. Like, fuck, not now.
Well, man, I don't know where it's with you guys. So for everyone kind of following along at home, most of my friends and family are in West Australia. Hannah's New Zealand, and Gus is across Argentina and abroad. What I'm finding when I'm talking to buddies back in WA, I feel like they're potentially 3 to 4 days behind us. So stuff that's happening to them today, I'm like, yeah, man, I was telling you a week ago, like shit's getting crazy. Oh my God, I thought you were kind of overreacting. And then I find myself like seeing some relatives in Italy and seeing what they're posting on Facebook, complete lockdown. And so then we're a couple of weeks potentially behind them. And
that's it.
It's not a lack of knowledge, potentially it's a time thing.
Yeah.
So my cousin is texting me, going to me and my parents saying, do not leave the house.
Yeah.
Not just even go for the walk in the park, like don't leave the house.
Your cousin.
He goes to a supermarket in Barcelona. He goes to a supermarket with gloves on and a mask.
Yeah. I've got a friend.
Is that Nacho?
Yeah, Nacho. So, dude, it's like, and it's like he's talking to us from the future. He's saying 2 weeks ago we were the same as Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right now it might seem like the calm before the storm, but shit, don't underestimate it. I mean, my friend from Singapore, I said to him, look, I'm keeping my kids at home. I'm not sending them to school. I know the government is saying, don't worry about it, send them to school. But, I've got parents here, whatever. We decided not to, right?
Yeah.
No circumstance, we were able to make that decision. But my friend in Singapore goes, spot on. Literally locked down, quarantine, done. Do it now. And I'm like, okay. So I don't know. I mean, but today we've heard the news that there was no new cases in China. So great news. Maybe glimpse of hope. Maybe I don't know. Let me just shut the door. Sorry. A little bit, yeah.
I was going to say your guns are looking pretty good there. How are you keeping fit?
Am I looking good? I'm working out every day. I've got the gym gear outside, and at home. I got I was one of those lucky ones that got caught with a few bits of equipment. I mean, even if you don't have them, you can't really find an excuse. But I got a few bands, and I got
you, man.
You found
some excuses.
You found some excuses.
Yeah.
No. And I'm actually training with Nana. But I'll tell you another thing that we did last night. We had a good half an hour chat with the kids, with Storm and I. And that's something that maybe the audience that is listening now perhaps might have questions about it or ways to deal with it. But I use technique that I've learned from a wonderful woman in New Zealand called, she goes by the name of Nano Girl online on the internet and on Twitter. You should follow her. She's doing a lot of work at the moment with the Prime Minister of New Zealand. Her name is Jacinta. What's her name?
Ardern.
Yeah, Ardern. So they just literally today did a press conference for kids. Michelle and Jacinta. Yeah. And Michelle is very involved with government right now. She's a really, I wouldn't call her a good friend, but a close colleague. We've been in touch always regularly about various things. She's wonderful. And we should put links or wherever we can to her work, to her YouTube, to all her stuff. She's amazing. Anyway, she did a demonstration the other day for children. She does a lot of work with kids where she used pepper to show children what bugs look like because we don't see them, right? So what I did yesterday was we sat on the table and I, literally squirted pepper on the table and I said, so there is the bugs, you can't see them, but hey guys, I got a phone call from one of our clients. I probably need to get it. Can I call you back?
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, no worries.
We're back. How are you?
We're back. So, listen, I don't know if obviously that last bit of the conversation that we had is going to be on the video. Hopefully, Jody, you can put it in. But I had to go to a phone call, right, that I just had. And let me tell you how important this phone call was, because I think this is good for the audiences to hear that not only we're trying to help, I guess, with this, which is us sharing with everyone the conundrums, the puzzles, and every way we can possibly help. But here's another way that we're trying to help. And this is not just to beat our own drum, but this is just to encourage everybody else to do the same if they can. So we've got a really big client that we've done a bit of work with, and we were about to do a really big piece of work, and it got suspended, postponed, because, of course, they're in a world of pain and so on, right? They're in the medical industry, and, of course, they've been hit hard, and they need to figure out which way they go, how they address it, and what's next, right? But with large companies and corporations like that, including other clients that we have, what I've been doing, what we've been doing as a team, as Rochambeau, it's calling them and asking them if there's anything you can rescue out of this relationship, if you can continue to make value flow both ways, meaning they provide us with cash and income, and we can provide them back with value to the teams in a digital way, in all the skills that we have, all the remote ways. We, in turn, can continue to pass that cash value to the next piece. In other words, instead of grinding the entire economy to a halt together, we rescue part of the economy literally by saying to each other, give me some work, whatever you can, and I will give whatever work I can on, and then so forth and so on. Because if that dries up completely, then we dry up completely our membership. Then the membership of the gym dries up completely to the cafe, and then we, without realizing, in the panic, we drive ourselves to a halt, right? And also, we then don't have anything to pick up on the other end. Eventually, in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, touch wood, however long it takes, we're going to want to go back to the gym or go and have a coffee, and there won't be the cafe or the gym, right? So the small businesses need this. And the only way for the small business to survive is if in that pyramid, value keeps trickling through in some way, even if it's not at the same scale or level as it was before, in some capacity. So basically, the conversation I just had with this client was a ridiculously mature conversation in which two people that are able to impact the economy are saying, hey, what can we do to keep it going? What value can you provide over to us? What can we do in return? And how do we pass on some of that too? Because if we stop the machine, the whole thing will go into a hole, right? So that's why I had to obviously jump off the video. Sorry to everyone. Of course, you're not going to feel it because we're going to cut it and edit it. But yeah.
It's not.
Oh, he's not going to edit shit. Okay, well, there you go. Hannah and Jody actually literally sitting there for 15 minutes while I was talking.
We paused it. Yeah.
We filmed a
But
TikTok.
you know what? Insanely powerful in that she didn't respond with anything but, yes, Gus, yes, you're right. Yes, we're going to figure it out. We'll help you out. We're going to need you, right? So.
Hey, Bastian.
Yeah.
It's in
Anyway.
isolation. No.
Yeah, amazing, huh? So anyway, that was a really interesting thing that I guess, I don't know, what do we call this video, but it's a conversation or maybe a tagline for everyone to jump on and say,
Oh.
Hey, Gus, we lost you. You back, Gus?
I've just run out of battery, which is another one of those puzzles that we now have from self-isolation because we use the phones nonstop.
We were just talking about that before. I was like, we were talking about new routines. And I'm like having to grab my phone throughout the day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, completely useless. I'm like, oh my God. And I don't think about it because it never happens to me. But of course, now so.
I'm sure I was relate to that.
Gus,
I'm sorry.
Gus, I want to pick up on one last thread. We've talked about challenges with communicating with friends and absence or overloading of knowledge. Then how do we treat this in the kind of new moving world, dealing with your kids and how to explain things. But what I'm really keen to find out is, have you found yourself creating new habits that are surprising or anything like habit-wise that's really changed for you in the last couple of days in a positive or negative way? Now, we had a chat about this earlier, and there's been a few things that we've changed. I just want to hear from you is it the things that you're...
Yeah, I personally wouldn't call it a habit yet because, I'm only 4 or 5 days into this thing. So when I do these new things, I still find them strange. So, for example, I'm finding strange that when I come back from the supermarket, I'm wiping various, products and things because I'm going, those surfaces could have, I don't know, the virus in them. I'm washing, fruit and veg in a way that, not that I never washed it before. Of course I did, but I won't come straight back from the supermarket, chuck it on the football, right? And then when I eat it, I wash it, right? But no big deal. Now I'm like, everything goes into a sink and everything gets washed. And I'm finding that I'm far more conscious of kind of almost any surface. I've become, so everything has become a place where this thing can live, and you kind of observe it in a way. And it's sad because I don't want to be that. I've never lived with this kind of thing. I've never had this, but I am becoming far more cognizant of that. But apart from that, at home, no, I haven't been able to build a new habit. In fact, I was talking this morning that I'm still trying to find my feet in how my day runs because it's erratic, phone calls non-stop kind of thing at the moment.
Yeah, my only new habit really is writing a to-do list
because there you go.
Or like more consciously doing that because of the constant like phone video. Okay, we have to design this thing. We need to record it. Whether it's an online module, whatever is going on. But it's like bang, 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 bang. But yeah, that's mine. It's like to-do list. It's weird.
Yours, George? What's yours?
I'm being like really conscious of making sure that I'm telling you guys exactly what I'm doing and probably how long it's going to take me, so that we're trying not to be in limbo. So for instance, I was talking to Thomas before and I was like, hey, I'm working on this thing, but I'm not going to be done with it or I'm not going to look at it for 6 hours. So go nuts sort of thing. Just because in the absence being next to each other. I'm just trying to really clearly communicate what's going to happen and what's not, especially with this, like the editing time takes a little bit longer, so it's interrupting other things. And just really trying to structure my day a little bit more to live on success, because, I'm jumping more than I ever have. Like, for instance, tomorrow I was just going to go surfing, but now it's meetings because I need to have that meeting with that client because if this was a week ago, I'd be like, I'd go surfing, I'd talk to you on Monday.
Well, if it was a week ago, face-to-face delivering.
Yeah.
But
So basically, if someone is asking for something now, 100% done. And I'm getting way more FaceTimes than ever before.
Yeah. It's interesting that as well. We're getting a lot more. Eh? It's funny. It's
Yeah. So, dude, we're gonna.
This one. Are you doing this one? Doesn't you have it?
Oh yeah.
You don't touch your face. You just go. Oh, I'm gonna meet your nose. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? There's another one. Scary.
Let's touch on tomorrow maybe for another call like this to chat to everybody. Everybody, is the best way for questions to be directed to you. LinkedIn, Instagram,
LinkedIn. I'm always hanging around those places at the moment. So there's plenty. Twitter as well. I check out. So you can do that as well. Cool. But tomorrow we should pick up a little bit more. What's our responsibility for those who can to pull up in the chain of command all the way to the top to see if we can rescue some sort of value out of whatever it is in there, and we can continue to pass it on so that the economy continues to function in some way, shape, or form. Right. So it's on us to make sure we keep it going. So
I love that.
Maybe if you're listening to this or you're watching this on YouTube, wherever you are, and you're seeing a potential opportunity or you've got an idea for us, hit us up. It doesn't have to be directly to us. Or if you're looking for, something that can help your organization, you think we could give a call out and find and connect some businesses now to help each other out. We'd love to be the platform for that. As well. If you think we get value, hit us up. But I'd like to just connect as many small businesses to each other, as many to each other. If we could be that platform, it'd be epic. Don't worry about us. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's create totally just hit us up for sure.
All right, guys.
Amazing. All right, team.
3-way.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
So.
All right. Have a good one. Catch you later.
See ya.
I feel like our claps are getting meeker and meeker.
Yeah, they are.
Before it was like, whoa,
so bad when I'm trying to find them as well. Well, that was our chat with Gus. Hey, that was epic.
Yeah, awesome. Great conversation.
Yeah.
I think all the little technology glitches are probably something that everyone out there can probably relate to from this week, with various internet connection overloads and phones dying and that kind of thing. But cool chat in regards to, I'm really stoked about the kind of conversation around pushing things up the chain.
Yeah.
And creating value. So
up
I think
and down
we can
and all around.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
But I think we can, definitely sort of unpack that in another kind of conversation. And
definitely
to reiterate, we'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that.
For sure.
Or want to hear about that actually as well.
That's it. I reckon we should leave it at that, Jay.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Gang, thanks for the follows. Thanks for watching. Reach out to us, Jordan, Hannah, Instagram, or even better, just go directly to theguidetostartingup.com or on Instagram or on YouTube. Thanks again.
There'll be links.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget. So just reach out.
They know how to track us down.
Yeah, you'll find us. All 21 of you subscribers. I'm looking at you. You're